Be careful. A new kind of poverty is spreading across America. Be careful. Because as society changes, a new kind of poverty is quietly multiplying. Across the United States today, there's a new poor that doesn't look poor at all. They have a car. They might even have a house. Their Instagram looks polished. Their clothes look expensive. Their lifestyle looks middle class. But deep down, they don't feel wealthy, not even close. Ever since humans created currency and trade, we've tried to define what it means to be rich and what it means to be poor. For a long time, assets were the only measuring stick. The more you owned, the richer you were. The less you owned, the poorer you were. As civilization developed, social classes formed. Some people didn't have much property and even looked simple, but because they had social influence or status, they were still treated as wealthy. In modern America, wealth isn't judged only by cash anymore. Social capital, professional identity, education, networks, and personal status have become powerful currencies too. But in the last few years, a strange group has grown larger and louder. People who look shiny on the outside, but are under enormous financial pressure on the inside. They are not like traditional poverty, where the stress is about food, clothing, and basic survival. Many of them live in major metropolitan areas. Some own property worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars on paper. Yet they live with constant pressure, constant shortage, and constant anxiety. They feel mentally exhausted. They feel spiritually empty. They don't feel connected to the city they live in, and they don't feel hopeful about the future. So what exactly is this new poor? How did it appear? And what can you do to avoid becoming one of them? Before we go deeper, don't forget to follow the channel so you can learn more truths about money and move faster toward financial freedom. Welcome to the Art of Wealth. Who are the new poor in America? Most of the new poor belong to the generation now carrying the weight of adulthood. Late Gen X, millennials, and older Gen Z. They went to college. They were told education would change their life. They earned degrees. They found decent jobs. Their income looks stable on paper. They chase the lifestyle and image of the American middle class. And from the outside, they appear successful. But after years of working, many of them have almost no savings. They look like winners, but they live like people running out of oxygen. They are too tired to enjoy the bright lights of city life. They don't find joy in daily living. They aren't truly living. They're surviving. In general, the new poor in America can be divided into two different situations. Situation 1. People who move into big cities. The first group is made up of people who move into major cities. New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, Boston, D.C., Austin, places full of opportunity, competition, and high costs. Some are newcomers from small towns. Some are students who moved for college and stayed. Some are working professionals who relocated to chase career growth. In the past, many Americans believed that if you wanted to upgrade your life, the only real path was to leave your hometown and go where the big opportunities were. So people studied hard, competed hard, and fought their way into universities. They believed that leaving home was the beginning of freedom. And for many of them, once they chose that path, there was no plan to go back. After graduation, they fought again, competing in a brutal job market, chasing internships, climbing ladders, building resumes, working overtime, sacrificing weekends, sacrificing relationships. Eventually, they made it. They got the job. They got the apartment. Later, maybe they got the car. Some even bought a house. From the outside, it looks like a success story. Sometimes their success even lifts the status of their entire family. But behind the shiny surface is a crushing reality. In major American cities, talent is everywhere. Competition is intense. And to maintain an image of success and earn respect, people pay a heavy price. Many people who own a house don't truly own it. They only made the down payment. Then they signed up for decades of mortgage payments. Every month becomes a war between income and expenses. They wake up and immediately run into work. They grind, they hustle, they chase the paycheck. Then payday comes and the money disappears. Mortgage, rent, car payments, insurance, utilities, food, gas, childcare, student loans, medical bills, credit cards. After everything, there's almost nothing left. And because they are seen as the hope of the family, the successful one, the pride of the community, they are pushed onto a pedestal by relatives and friends. They often have to support family, too. And even if they suffer, they don't dare to say it out loud. Some people avoid the burden of buying and choose renting instead. But rent in many cities keeps rising, and that pressure becomes even heavier. Whether you rent or own, the pressure can be brutal, and many outsiders never fully feel like they belong. They can feel invisible, judged, or treated like they're just passing through. That emotional distance becomes its own kind of injury. So these people look like the wealthy class from the outside, but materially and spiritually they feel deeply deprived. They maintain a polished image, but they are exhausted. They no longer have the energy to pursue a full, warm, beautiful life. Situation 2. People born in the city. The second group is city natives. Many outsiders envy them because they don't have to worry about starting from zero. They might have family support, local networks, and familiarity. Some may inherit stability that newcomers don't have. From the outside, people imagine their life is easy. But the truth is, they are not immune to economic pressure. Yes, they may have certain advantages, access to local resources, established support systems, sometimes housing support. But in today's America, even with those advantages, life can still feel tight. Some city natives choose lower-stress jobs after graduating. They prioritize stability, a shorter commute, and mental peace. They may accept lower pay because they want balance. That choice makes sense. But in a world of rising costs, lower income often means limited freedom. Even if you have a place to live, healthcare costs, food costs, transportation costs, and everything else can still squeeze you. Many people save very little each month, or nothing at all. Some even spend their entire paycheck. So they too can become part of the new poor. Why is this happening more in America now? As America's economy developed, most people escaped the most basic kind of poverty. Many households no longer worry about starving. Life in general is more comfortable than it was for earlier generations. And yet, in recent years, more and more new poor have appeared, especially in economically developed cities. This is not an accident. It is the natural result of several forces combining over time. America has always had a culture that respected discipline, saving, and hard work. Many families raised children with the idea that you shouldn't waste money. But as material abundance grew and consumer culture exploded, human desire was stimulated at a new level. People's view of consumption changed. More and more people abandoned the habit of saving and began spending aggressively, spending today to satisfy a dream about tomorrow. At the same time, to push economic growth, businesses promoted a powerful idea: buy now, pay later. Credit became easier. Loans became more diverse. Borrowing became simpler. Even expensive homes can be bought with small down payments. Cars can be financed. Luxury goods can be purchased in installments. Shopping platforms built pay later into checkout. Even food delivery apps began offering spend now, pay later. In an environment like this, many people became comfortable spending freely, then borrowing when money ran out, then borrowing again. And then slowly they became debtors. Once you carry heavy debt, you have to pour all your energy into work. Your mind has no space for peace. You become a machine built to make payments. You run from bill to bill, stress to stress, and there is nowhere for your body and soul to rest. So where does all the money go? It usually goes to the same places: housing, education, healthcare, transportation, and the temptation of lifestyle and luxury. In many American cities, housing prices are so high that buying a home feels unimaginable. Very few people can pay cash. Some can scrape together a down payment, but others need help from parents, and even then, it may not be enough. And after the down payment, the real burden begins. Mortgage payments become chains. Then come property taxes, insurance, maintenance, HOA fees, and repairs. Add a car, add living costs, add family expenses. In a high-consumption era, every category grows heavier. Education costs for children can be enormous. Healthcare costs can be unpredictable and devastating. One emergency can erase years of effort. So even if someone earns good money, they still have to calculate every dollar. And some people carry a strong desire for luxury goods, not because they truly need them, but because they want to feel accepted, respected, and not left behind. To get what they want, they ignore their real financial capacity. The result is a familiar American scene. A person with a house, a car, designer brands, and weekend dinners at expensive places. But inside, they feel less happy every year. They feel more alone. The joy of consumption gets replaced by pressure and anxiety. Many people stay busy from morning to night but have no savings. At the end of the year, when they look at their statements, they are shocked. I made that much money, but I don't even remember where it went. And then, in recent years, economic shocks made it worse. The pandemic and its aftershocks damaged businesses. Many small businesses closed. Many people lost jobs. Even big companies cut staff, reduced salaries, froze hiring, or replaced people quietly. In a difficult job environment, the new poor became more common and many became poorer. Their life becomes fragile and collapse becomes easier. So what should we do to avoid becoming the new poor? How to avoid becoming the new poor in America? First, college students and young professionals need to plan their career path carefully. Today's America is not the America of 10 years ago. Big cities no longer guarantee endless opportunity. The competition is tougher. The cost is higher. Stability is harder. At the same time, smaller cities and developing regions have grown rapidly. Many can now meet everyday needs with lower living pressure and more breathing room. So unless you absolutely must stay after graduation, consider whether you really need to build your life in the most expensive places. I say this as someone who has faced similar challenges. I understand deeply the pressure the new poor carry, especially young people stepping into society for the first time. Finding the right path for yourself is extremely important. So I want to share a few practical suggestions from personal experience, hoping they can help you avoid becoming part of this group. 1. Start career planning early. I want to emphasize career planning. When I first graduated, I felt lost too. I realized that in highly competitive cities, a degree and determination alone are often not enough to stand firm. So I encourage you to start thinking about your future career direction while you're still in college. Don't chase a big city blindly. Choose based on your strengths and interests, but also be realistic. Ask yourself, does my skill match what the market truly needs? 2. Don't ignore smaller cities and new growth areas. Don't overlook the potential of smaller cities. I used to believe I needed a major city to be somebody. Later, I realized that smaller cities, and even certain rural areas, can offer lower pressure, more space, and real opportunities. As these areas grow, they create new paths. If conditions allow, consider returning to your hometown area or choosing a smaller city to build your career. 3. Commit to lifelong learning. No matter what path you choose, lifelong learning matters. I've felt firsthand that continuously gaining new knowledge and skills increases your competitiveness and helps you adapt as the world changes. So keep learning, keep improving. In America's fast-shifting economy, the person who grows can survive, and the person who survives can eventually thrive. 4. Build financial literacy and a real spending plan. A reasonable financial plan is critical. I've been in financial difficulty before because I lacked basic money knowledge. That's why I tell you, learn foundational personal finance now. Budget realistically. Avoid unnecessary economic pressure. Rising prices and rising housing costs may be outside your control, but your response is within your control. Consume wisely. 5. Think carefully before buying a home. When it comes to big financial decisions like buying a home, there are questions you must ask seriously. You need to examine your financial reality. A house is not just a one-time payment. It comes with long-term mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, and endless ongoing costs. So before you buy, ask yourself, do I have a true down payment or am I forcing it? Is my income stable enough to handle monthly payments long term? If an emergency happens, job loss, medical expense, do I have savings that can protect me? These questions must be answered before you sign anything. Then consider location and future value. A home is not only where you live, it can be the largest investment of your life. So consider neighborhood growth, infrastructure, transportation, schools, and long-term demand. And also consider your real needs, size, layout, lifestyle fit. Your consumer attitude matters here. Don't follow the crowd. Don't stretch beyond your capacity just to buy a home that looks impressive. A house is a long-term financial commitment. Think deeply. Also consider future volatility. You want to be able to live peacefully in that home no matter what happens. If you don't have enough for a down payment, delay buying. If you can handle the down payment, still consider whether the long-term payments will crush your living standard. Building a healthy consumer mindset. In today's America, consumer mindset deeply affects personal finances and quality of life. A correct spending mindset, rational budgeting, and disciplined effort are not just responsibilities to yourself, they are responsibilities to your family and society. First, spend based on financial ability. That means spending should match your real income. When you make a budget, include fixed costs, rent, utilities, transportation, essentials, and set aside money for emergencies like medical costs or car repairs. Second, embrace saving and ambition, not as punishment, but as a life attitude. By reducing unnecessary spending, you can build security for future costs like housing, children's education, and unexpected events. Avoid impulsive purchases. Before you buy anything, ask, do I truly need this? Can I afford this without damaging my important expenses? If the answer is no, postpone it. Third, don't chase what others have. Control the urge to compete. In a consumer society, it's easy to be influenced by the people around you and buy things you don't need. Spend based on your own needs and finances, not comparison, not pride. To resist comparison, you must strengthen your confidence and enrich your inner life. Because when someone has a solid sense of self-worth, they are less vulnerable to external temptation. Invest time into personal growth. Learn new skills. Develop interests. Advance your professional ability. When your inner world becomes richer, you focus more on becoming better, rather than buying more. Social trends and media also matter. Society should encourage healthy spending and balanced living. Media and advertising should act responsibly, reducing excessive promotion of luxury worship and material obsession. Instead, spread more positive energy around personal development and meaningful values. Finally, family education is crucial. Parents should teach children the value of money, how to save, and why inner life matters more than showing off possessions. Through family conversations and shared activities, parents can build confidence in their children and help them develop talents, so they won't grow up trapped in comparison. In short, resisting blind consumption and comparison is a long process. It requires cooperation from individuals, society, and families. When we strengthen confidence, enrich the inner world, create healthier social values, and build better family education, we can form a more rational and healthier consumer mindset. Closing reflection. Many young people from small towns dream of big cities because they never had the same resources as kids who grew up in major metros. After graduation, they stay because they want their future children to live better. That's understandable. Some city natives choose stable, low-stress jobs because they already have housing support. That's also understandable. But both groups can still become the new poor for different reasons. Some reasons are hard to avoid, but some reasons can be avoided. And if we want more happiness and a stronger sense of belonging, many new poor can still adjust and escape the trap of endless consumption. When we pursue material comfort, we must also pursue spiritual fulfillment. In the end, no matter where we start, we should work toward a life that feels happier and more satisfying. And through continuous self-improvement, we can slowly step out of the new poor condition and find our own path to real happiness.